More government departments to be linked to the Asakuta World Customs System. The Dighton Griffith Secondary School ensuring students leave with some form of certification. And in sports, basketball icon Kobe Bryant and his daughter die in a helicopter crash.
Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC Newsnight, starting now.
Good evening, I'm Shane Jones. We begin with some sad news tonight. Basketball icon Kobe Bryant is dead. The 41-year-old and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna were among 9 people killed in a helicopter crash on a hillside in California earlier today. The Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board are investigating the crash. We will have a comprehensive report on that tragic story later in the news during Sports Night. More government departments are expected to make the transition to the Asakuta World System rolled out last September. Word of this from Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Ryan Strawn. The computerized customs management system is among a number of changes government has deemed necessary for improving the operations of the Customs Department. Minister Strawn says it's all an effort to ensure the import-export process for individuals and businesses is as seamless as possible.
There are a number of reforms, including the implementation of the Trusted Trader program, for example, which will come on stream pretty soon. We have moved the department with respect to being able to, in terms of its IT provisioning, with the implementation of Asakuta World, the department really is in a position now to lead. And I know that with the support of the UNCTAD consultants who are here, that we are about to bring on the other government agencies onto that, such that we are creating as streamlined a process with respect to what is taking place at our ports of entry.
Minister Strawn was speaking during a service to observe International Customs Day at the Mount of Praise Wesleyan Holiness Church. He says government recognizes the importance of training and supporting staff as it moves to implement the reforms as quickly as possible. He says they have been engaging the workers' unions with respect to dealing with some of the pressing labor issues.
You all know that we have determined that the Customs Department will remain the Customs Department as opposed to being amalgamated with the Barbados Revenue Authority. And that will mean, in a sense, in terms of rebuilding the department and retraining and giving the dedicated resources that are required for the Customs Department to continue to provide the service that we know that it can for the country. And your mission statement speaks to it all, because at the end of the day, your role really is to be able to facilitate others to do business in the economy. There's also a national security component with respect to that. And quite frankly, the business and trade facilitation which we want to engage certainly with the private sector is front of mind.
Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs Minister Kirk Humphrey believes there are several areas for Barbados to collaborate with the U.S.-based National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. He made the remarks as that agency held a media conference and facilitated tours of its research aircraft at the Grantley Adams International Airport. The NOAA reps are on island to conduct research under the Atlantic Tradewind Ocean Atmosphere Meal-Scale Interaction Campaign.
I know that the U.S. is also working to be able to, to improve their capacity to predict, although they've done tremendous work in the area already, but we do not have really any, not as much nearly as the others may have. And therefore, if we could just deepen that, Director, if we could work on getting that level of information so that we can plan better, especially in the face of hurricanes. And we thought at the time that perhaps we may have to source a plane ourselves to be able to go up in the skies in these storms and to figure out for Barbados. But I believe if we work with the U.S., that we might be able to do that so that we protect the entire island chain and not those who are further up on the north.
Over several days, the teams will be collecting atmospheric and oceanic data. U.S. Ambassador Linda Tagliatella says the venture will have major benefits for Barbados and the region.
This research can help the Barbadian and Caribbean people better prepare for natural disasters, potentially saving thousands of lives and property during hurricane season. During January and February, the NOAA-led effort will deploy scientific instruments from the sea on the ship Ronald H. Brown, from the air with their hurricane hunters, and also through unmanned aerial vehicles to gather observations that will improve weather and climate predictions to support weather-ready, and climate-smart countries.
Regular service has resumed to hotels, restaurants, and other customers on the south and west coast affected by a natural gas issue yesterday. CBC News understands normal service was disrupted because of a problem which originated at the pump in the Bell. Since last evening, the National Petroleum Corporation has found a fix to that issue and normal service has resumed. Barbados National Oil Company Chairman Alex MacDonald has assured the public there is no issue with the supply of gas from the BNOC.